this is the thing that really gets at me with the Keyshawn thing. Keyshawn, I'm told, wanted $5 million net to him after management fees to fight Devin Haney. So he gets offered $3 million, which I think is a very good offer. He says, no, let's go to purse bid. And the purse bid, like you said, $2.1 million. He's like, I'm not going to take that. I think he still could have got the $3 million, but he wanted $5 million, and I don't know what you want to call it, Tim. Whether you say he's pricing himself out, whether you think he says he thinks he's worth that much, and maybe he is. I don't know. But to me, this fight is not going to happen, not from everything I'm hearing. And Devin Haney, he's going to have to move down the rankings. Next in the rankings is Brian Norman. Nobody wants to see that rematch after the way Haney beat him. So Haney's looking for other options, and Keyshawn Davis is not looking too good right now on social media. Look, this is
as I told you. Let me put on the shades that y'all be complaining about. Why you put on those bozo shades? Let me put the bozo shades on for you bozos. As I told you, I was right again. As you just heard, Mike Coppinger and me and Mike Coppinger have zero conversations. Zero conversations. So there's no collusion. Like the brother said on Champ's side, hey, you told Champ's side, you, Blue Blood, 7-8, Aki TV, y'all wake up and collude. Me and Mike Coppinger have zero conversation. See, they could say that because they know Champ's side is my brother. They could say that because they know BF is my brother. They could say that because they know 7-8 is my brother. They could say that because they know Coach Malachi is my brother. They could say that because they know these dudes is my brother and we have conversations. I have zero conversations with Mike Coppinger. So how come me and Mike Coppinger are on the same page? How come me and Mike Coppinger are saying the same thing? I told y'all that Keyshawn wanted $6 million. $5 to $6 million. Why did he want $5 to $6 million? I told y'all that I told the people at Top Rank, and they told me that Keyshawn wants $5 to $6 million. Why did he want $5 to $6 million? I didn't know. Mike Coppinger breaks it down. He wanted $6 million because he wanted an extra $1 million to pay his manager fees, to pay off Top Rank and to pay Jay Prince. So that way he can net and bring home himself $5 million. So he wanted the extra $1 million to pay off his taxes, to pay Jay Prince, his manager, and to pay Top Rank. So that way he can legit bring home $5 million. That's why I told y'all he did that video. He put the carriage before the horse. He was spending money he didn't have. And he started talking about buying land. Remember, dude, go back and watch the video. He said, I'm going to hit you up, talking to whoever he works with for properties. I'm going to buy land. I'm going to buy this car. I'm going to buy this jewelry. Right? Go look that up. Because he had plans to bring home $5 million. So he wanted the extra $1 million to pay off Top Rank, which ultimately he wouldn't have had to pay off Top Rank if Top Rank won the purse bid as they did. But he wanted that extra money to pay off Jay Prince, his managers, and to pay off those taxes. He wanted to bring home $5 million. Now, this is the exact same thing y'all destroyed Brian Norman Jr. and Brian Norman Sr. for when they wanted to fight Jerron Ennis, and they wanted that difference because they had to make the sacrifice to come to Matchroom, to come to Philly. So they wanted the difference so that they can assure that Brian Norman brings home $1 million. Keyshawn wanted to bring home $5 million. Just so y'all know, I want y'all to put this into perspective, right? Do anybody believe that Keyshawn Davis is a bigger star than 4-division champion who was undefeated and a superstar Adrian Broner going into the Marcos Maidana fight? Does anybody believe that Keyshawn Davis is a bigger star than Adrian Broner was going into the Marcos Maidana fight? Adrian Broner was compared to Floyd Mayweather. He was being compared at that time to Floyd Mayweather. That's after he beat Paulie Malignaggi, right? Uh-oh, I'm about to hurt some feelings in here. Coach Dorsett, man, y'all got to stop this nonsense, bruh. This is why these fighters operate the way they operate, because their elders and the people around them is high-fiving them for the nonsense they doing instead of holding them accountable. Does anybody believe that at this stage of Keyshawn's, he has one title fight and no title defenses? 15 fights. Does anybody believe that Keyshawn is a bigger star than Adrian Broner going into the Marcos Maidana fight? Because Coach Dorsett said that Keyshawn should have been compensated by Devin Haney. Devin Haney should have conceded and sacrificed and took money out his pockets to give to Keyshawn. Nobody believes that Keyshawn right now is a bigger star than Adrian Broner going into the Marcos Maidana fight after he beat Paul Malignaggi, right? Nobody believes that, right? In 2013. Look at Adrian Broner's purse. He got $1.5 million, and it ended up being $2 million with the pay-per-views. Now, he ended up losing the fight, but I'm talking about going into the fight. Before we know he lost, this is what Adrian Broner got. $1.5 million and ended up getting a $2 million purse at the end to fight Marcos Maidana, which was Maidana received also $1.5 million and pay-per-view upside, which was a career high for him. Start making this make sense. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word, I'm gone. Peace.